Look.
Listen.
You can say Taylor, Geese. You can say Taylor.
Welcome one and all to Look, Listen, Cast. That's right, it's a Pokemon podcast. It's about Pokemon and other things. It's episode 148. We're going to discuss Horizons, the Pokemon anime 93. Congratulations, everyone. We've done it. All three of us are in a podcast.
Wow.
We're all here.
Yep.
Look, Listen, Cast. It's everybody's here for the very first time ever. Episode 93. Let's go. We'll start with our first and most favorite segment, arguably. What's been geesin' with you?
Let's hear what happened to you this week on Peep of the Week, the first segment of the week. Take it away, Geese Peep. Please tell us whatever you would like to tell us this week on this glorious, fine day.
Well, after many months and many journeys across this fine globe we call Mother Earth, I'm finally home in Maryland. Home again.
You're from Maryland?
Yeah.
Where? What?
Hashtag only in Maryland, am I right?
Yeah.
Really?
We talked about the story about how the man on the bus got us sick, right? That was last week.
Yes, we mentioned the man, and yet his horrors persist because this man definitely got us sick for multiple weeks. So thank you, Coughing Man, and thank you, Judgmental Man that stared at Coughing Man for the entire bus ride. Please, Geese Peep, continue.
He was right, and we are all fools.
I was so scared because I started getting sore throat, and it was exactly as Michael said. When I woke up, I was thinking, I'm going to die today because I can't breathe. Turned out I was fine for my giant trip across the coast, up and down the coast.
So sick?
Yeah.
Geese,
well,
Geese
not
Peep.
sick.
Oh, healthy. Geese Peep.
Very sick.
Oh.
It's good to be home. I saw my sisters. I saw Cam.
Little nephew Cam. He loves his eel.
Short for camcorder.
Wait, no, that's spoilers. That's his birthday Christmas present.
Oh, you bought a camcorder and eel.
No, I bought a recorder in the shape of an eel that if we're going to be honest, I'm going to probably play it and then give it to him later.
Well, make sure you're not sick anymore. Lest the legacy of Busman continues.
If we're being honest, go ahead. It's uploaded now for everybody to enjoy. Watch Geese Peep show off her eel recorder in Geese Peep's Japan Haul. Bonus video on Look, Listen, Cast YouTube channel. Please enjoy.
But I'm home. I've been working. My sister Margaret was here until today, and we were watching the show, which, guys, if I'm going to be real, I don't know the name of it. It's about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, and it's very
interesting.
interesting.
I had a friend that was on that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it? Okay, so they made a reality show back in, 2017.
That would have been the one.
Okay, yeah. This is not, it's not shot or, directed like a reality show. It's much more documentary-like, though
It's a full documentary.
I do think they're overly generous with the framing of the organization. They don't really do much to criticize or investigate some of the, I would say, weird things of the Dallas cheerleaders.
Ooh, like hauntings?
No, I was going to say the fact that they get paid $30,000 a year, some of the workplace stuff, harassment, etc., etc. Anyway, it's a very entertaining show, and we watched the first season, and the second season is coming out soon. So,
was it good?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, nice.
I also started watching with my family The Residents, which is about a detective who's solving a murder mystery at the White House, and it's fine.
That's such an interesting premise for the verdict of it's fine.
Geese Peep, would you like to discuss the Oilers or perhaps Oreos?
Okay, so somehow, by some miracle, the Oilers it looks like they're going to make it to the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Do you want to talk about Oreos, Geese Peep?
She's not even in this episode.
I've just eaten so many Oreos, and I went through an entire gigantic jar of peanut butter in 1 week, and that's all I have to say, and I will not be answering any questions. Thank you.
Yep, that's no further questions. Please, Geese Peep, let us know about the Oreos. For anybody that missed it, Taylor made a joke regarding Pokemon Horizons, the anime. The character Orla, we name her Oreos, based off of her Japanese name Oreo, in English Orlos.
Orla.
In my Geese of the Week, what I've been peeping, I watched the incredible documentary on HBO Max, Taylor, the one you watch HBO on. It's called Pee-wee as Himself. My God, what an incredible documentary. I recommend anybody who has any memory of watching Pee-wee's Big Adventure or Pee-wee's Playhouse, watch that documentary. It's incredible. Wowzers, what a good product that was created. So interesting. So many pieces of trivia I was not aware of. Very cool, very fun.
Will you watch it with me?
Yeah, sure. But first you need to watch. You don't have any basis of anything, so we'd have to watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure first, at the very least. Maybe an episode or two of Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Okay.
Started rehearsal season 2. That's not something I can really talk on, only having watched one episode, because with all these Nathan Fielder things, you really got to watch the whole thing to have an opinion on. And guys, in my final peep of the week, it's new chicken product season all around the fast food ecosystem in these United States. We got the new McDonald's chicken crispies. We got the Taco Bell crispy chicken nuggets. And I'm here to tell you, you don't need either of them. That new sauce is okay from McDonald's. The chicken strips or whatever, I'd probably prefer nuggets. And the Taco Bell crispy chicken nuggets, absolutely god-awful. It was such a waste of money buying those things. So don't eat them. Don't eat them. They're bad.
The chicken selects were so good.
You don't like the chicken crispies?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Geese Pete.
No.
I don't know why you're acting like this is a surprise. I literally tried them in front of both of you two.
Yeah, but you seemed like a little hesitant to express how excited you were about eating them.
I thought you liked them.
Thinly concealed jubilation is how I would phrase it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Taylor, would you like to talk to us this week about airlines, the SFO lounge, traffic?
I would like to talk about, did you talk about Split Fiction last weekend?
No.
So we finished. Last week.
Weekend.
I thought we finished on the weekend. Oh, right. We're not worried about time. Who knows what day it is? I don't. It's probably Thursday or Friday or Saturday.
Every Friday, a new episode goes up of Look, Listen, Cast.
It's our favorite time of the weekend. Welcome to Saturday evening.
I like how Geese Peep, I shouted out your haul video, which you've been asking, oh, is it published yet? Is it uploaded yet? And I shouted out, and you just ignored it like, yeah, whatever. You're not even excited about it being live? Everybody
What
gets
do you
to see
mean?
your stuff?
I am excited.
It fooled me.
I was also present for the haul video. If anybody on this listening to us currently is going to watch that haul video, you're going to have to pay close attention to our mentality as it goes on. Because I started that out wanting a story for every item. And I ended that realizing that I only have so much life to live.
Yeah.
It was so many things.
It was so many things. The highlight of the video was the reveal of the prison rabbit. So we'll make a YouTube short of that. Please enjoy.
Prison rabbit, so good.
Taylor, you were saying you had airline stories. You had lounge stories.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Split Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to get your thoughts of it as a bridge.
You want me to abridge my thoughts?
No, as a bridge between our segments of Peeping In on Geese.
Split Fiction.
Yeah.
Man, guys, look.
Listen.
Are there a couple moments in that game where you go, oh, that was cool. That was fun gameplay?
Yes.
There's a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Taylor and I are in Crazy Town, because I remember so many people constantly ragging on It Takes Two, even though it did win Game of the Year, so that goes against my argument. But It Takes Two, I thought, was wonderful. Every puzzle was good enough to be in a Zelda game. Wow, What a great game. I loved it. When it won Game of the Year, I said, yeah, sure, why not?
I was mainly excited about It Takes Two because you didn't have enough time to get tired of whatever was going on before you were going on to the next segment. Be it story, mini games, anything.
Just real quick, if anyone is unfamiliar, It Takes Two and Split Fiction, both made by Hazelight, Joseph Ferris. He made Brothers, A Way Out. He's always making a scene and putting on a show at the Game Awards. And I was
checking it twice.
Exactly. I was very excited for Split Fiction. Overall, pretty disappointed. Bad ending. Final level had some cool things, but yeah, Taylor and I spent a lot of time playing that game. Probably a giant waste, I guess, because I think...
What about the fun you had along the way?
I just... Their previous game was so much better, and here's the difference, Geese Peep. After we beat It Takes Two, I thought, wow, this studio is great. I can't wait for their next game. After beating Split Fiction, I say to myself, I have no desire to play anything they ever make ever again.
Exact same opinion on this side of the fence.
Dang.
It just, oh boy.
I could be shiny. Geese Peep, with my time, I could be shiny hunting.
That's what I kept thinking. I just kept thinking, man, we could be playing any other game. I would love to be watching a Silent Hill 2 run or playing cooperative Balatro. This is just so many sick things that you can do. I kept hearing that the online sentiment, at least regarding It Takes Two, was, the end of the game, it gets way better.
Split Fiction, you mean? Split Fiction.
Yeah, Split Fiction.
Sorry, everybody. Apologies. Can you please look? If you demand, look, I'll email you all individually an apology video. We'll bow if you need one.
And we will not use ChatGPT. So I was sitting there thinking, man, Split Fiction. It started off horribly. Just horribly. I was immediately not interested. But I just kept thinking, I have faith in this developer. I have faith in this creative team. Surely this will get better. Surely this will get interesting and I will be invested and it'll be great. And that just never happened. We peaked at, I'm a writer at the beginning of the game, and we ended at, it was just like the gameplay was sick in the very last level. Those were really, it was sick. It was fun, but it felt like a watered down Zelda dungeon.
It was like, I was just about to say, it's very similar to some of the dungeons in Zelda, so a lot of Zeldas have this mechanic of, ooh, go to the past, ooh, change the season, ooh, look, you can see the dungeon in both, oh my god, you're a child now you're an adult. It's, that kind of stuff, like two things happening at once. Oh my goodness gracious.
And it was, I still can't, okay.
All right. Taylor, you're getting too worked up. Maybe you should move on to your
You're right. I just can't believe that the villain, I just kept sitting there thinking, wait, what did he do?
Upset?
I know he was getting angry and yelling words, but what did he do?
He probably could have killed those girls. I think he said he was gonna.
He did at the end, but then his solution to killing people was, I'm gonna throw a rock at you in the game. Yeah. What else did I do? Let me talk real quick. So next week, I'm going to tell you all about the Redwoods journey and Monterey Bay Aquarium and California.
Oh, you went to the aquarium. I always want to go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Geese, you responded to the pin that I sent from the Monterey Bay Aquarium with the words, I'm so jealous.
I thought you were just outside of it. I didn't know you actually went in.
No, we spent all day at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
I can't wait until next week when we get to hear about the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Ooh, yeah, this teaser's going strong. It was really sick. Guncam was so excited because it was a big old surprise. But this week, we're going to be discussing the San Francisco airport. I don't care as much for San Francisco as I do Los Angeles. I think there's a lot more to do. I think it's just a bigger city. There's a lot of fun stuff to do. It's interesting to look at. I mean, not really. It's like there are plenty of people who feel one way or the other. I understand why people like San Francisco, but it's perfect for a weekend visit. Don't need to stay any longer.
San Francisco has way fewer fans than it used to.
Yeah. Mission burritos are still very good. I had 3 of those. If you're ever in the San Francisco area, you are within range of the Mission District, specifically La Taqueria. Get your carne asada burrito, super, and don't have sour cream in it, and tell them Dorado style, por favor, because that's just the way to do it.
Tell them Taylor sent you, and then after Taylor stops listening, say, actually, I do want sour cream on the side, please. Thank you.
You don't need sour cream. It's just,
and then Taylor will hear you, so you say, Taylor.
I couldn't do anything. My hands were tied. But yeah, it's a fine city. It's very it's pretty. It has a genuine marine layer, unlike Los Angeles, which just has a layer of smog that everybody calls the marine layer.
You love talking about marine layers.
I really do. You should have seen the amount of videos that we took when we were driving through it. I just kept
Isn't it called Carl?
Carl's Jr.? No, it's not. This is San Francisco, the city, Geese.
Yeah,
so,
I know, but don't they call it Carl?
I don't know. The character from Walking Dead? Carl.
I think the cloud guy is named Carl.
Please send an email, looklistencast@gmail.com. Is it called Carl? Also, please go to the transcript of every YouTube video and Control F marine layer. How many times has Taylor said it? I don't know. You tell
Maybe
me.
it's Carl, actually. Hold on.
I was driving through there, and I told Guncan so many times, look, it's the marine layer. Look at the marine layer. Oh, it's so good. It's sick, though. The airport is fantastic.
Great airport.
Such a good airport.
Never gonna spend any time.
The lounge is. I didn't think I would either, except our flight got delayed like an hour and a half, which was great because we were driving 7 hours to get there. And we got to see the San Francisco Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge. Wow. Guncan kept calling it the San Francisco Bridge.
That's fine. We got
to see the Golden Gate Bridge through the marine layer, so it just looks like a big old haunted bridge, like you're going into Silent Hill. It's very
big update, guys.
They also have a Bay Bridge.
Ah, yeah.
It is called Carl.
Nice, nice. There you go, Carl. So we're going to the airport. We rush to the lounge, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I can't wait to have my little prepackaged sandwiches, and Guncan can have as many cocktails as she wants. We go there, and it is the lap of luxury. The whole airport's enormous, has wild seating arrangements, but because there are so many vegans in San Francisco, or people with alternative palates, the cuisine is just incredible. It's just so good. Everything, just tofu everywhere, which I've never seen at a lounge. If you have lounge access, even via Priority Pass, go to the San Francisco lounge. Also go early because there's always a wait.
This is from Chase Card lounge access?
Yeah. But you get, I think you can get Priority Pass with the other one, like the Amex Platinum should have Priority Pass, I think.
Well, I'm just a little confused. The lounge you're in is for everybody or a very specific airline?
It was just called like Skylines. They have a bunch of lounges there in the same area, but it's
not tied to a specific airline.
Correct. Yeah, we used Priority Pass to enter. I'm not sure if there are other entry qualifiers.
I see. Taylor, are we ready for Poké?
I think we're ready for Poké.
Poké News of the Week. Guys, this comes not even from Joe Sarabi, straight from the Pokemon account themselves.
What?
We have a release date for Pokemon Legends ZA. It's coming out October 16th, 2025. They showed the box art. Does it look terrible on Switch 2? Yes. All Switch 2 game box art looks terrible because right now they have to emblazon in giant words Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I don't know why they think that's the way to go.
Because they don't want people buying the wrong one.
Just put a sticker on the outside.
Taylor, I know you never have access to the dock, but if you want to look at the full art Nintendo posted or Pokemon account posted, you can see what looks to be Looker.
Ooh.
His arm. Everybody loves Looker. And from Sarabi this week, the next set for the Pokemon TCG Pocket, guys, it is out as of this recording, May 29th, 2025. That's right, Extra Dimensional Crisis. Look at that giant Buzzwole. I hope you like Ultra Beasts because they're about to be all you're pulling out of packs.
Gosh darn it, I do love Ultra Beasts, but I haven't even gotten, I haven't gotten any immersives. Well, I did get an immersive Lily, but I haven't gotten any of Solgaleo, Palkia, or Lunala immersives like I want.
Well, here's the problem, guys. Since they introduced 10 million full arts and 20 billion shinies per set, you just can't complete sets anymore. So I'm probably going to play that game less. I mean, I guess you could spend thousands of dollars to get digital cards and open enough packs, but...
Or you could do what I did when you two were, we were all in the same area. I used 660, I think it was 660 hourglasses to open 60 packs. I got 0 immersives, maybe 1 full art. It was abysmal. It was so bad. And you just can't, I understand you can't have everybody being a winner all the time. You can't win the lottery once an hour, but this is rough with the RNG.
Poor Taylor. In our final piece of Pokemon news this week, also from Sarah B., the Pokemon Go Community Day on June 21st has been announced as Jongmo-O. Yeah, I love that line. Their shinies are really good.
I was going to say great shiny.
Great shiny. They're great shinies. They got the pink scales and everything. Unfortunately, this Community Day, not for me, because Jongmo-O was actually one of the easiest isolated encounter shiny hunts after the DLC came out for Scarlet and Violet. So there's an area you can easily just run around or get on your Miraidon or Koraidon and just roll around. And you just eat a dragon encounter sandwich with a shiny boost. And you're going to be drowning in shiny Jongmo-O, Kokomo-O, Como-Os. So
unlike me with the Baxcalibur hunt.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't get a shiny.
No.
Yeah, that was in Kitakami, I believe. So I already have these guys shiny, but if you don't have them shiny, look forward to June 21st. Gamers, it is time to discuss an episode of Pokemon. Taylor.
Yes?
Will you please tell us what happened last time on Pokemon? Excuse me.
Oh, previously
take
on
two,
Pokemon.
Taylor, please tell us. Taylor, take 2. What happened last time on Pokes?
Previously on Pokemon, the gang picks up a new member in...
Oh, they just abandoned him again, so I wouldn't say that they made him a new member.
But he's in this episode, too.
Yeah, I know. But because he chased after him again.
The gang, more or less, picks up a new member in Alt.
Wow. Geese Peep, please tell us this week's title in English. Episode 93 of Horizons. We're in Mega Voltage right now. Horizons.
Super Stance? A Nidothing fan battle.
Yeah. Or in Japanese, gachi oshi? Guru min fan taiketsu. Geese Peep, can you give us a 1-sentence synopsis for this week's episode?
True fans rise up.
Gamers. We cold open on a Nidothing live stream. Oh my goodness, she almost never does live streams. Guys, look, Nidothing really needs some rare stuff for the streams. We're trying real hard to find something, and she's not getting anything. She's really not. And as a matter of fact, Geese Peep, she's looking at her live chat. There's nobody's typing anything.
She's like, I'll take anything, guys.
Please.
That's such a bummer. That's so sad.
She's a little desperate. The chat is dead. And then out of nowhere, Geese Peep, a message pops up from a certain account by the name of Litten Superfan. Excuse me?
They're like, I saw Black Rayquaza.
Oh my God, this is big news for Nidothing. She immediately says, and luckily she has the little cardboard cutout ready, doesn't she, of Shiny Rayquaza?
Oh yeah, she's super got it ready. She just hasn't been streaming very much lately, or has she fallen off due to how the internet works?
No. She regularly uploads videos. It's just rare for her to do a live stream these days.
But she's not that popular, is what they're getting at, or is her just shy?
People, like, her viewers just don't have sightings.
Yeah, no juicy deets. Anyway, then we cut to just a nice, beautiful field, Geese Peep. There's some gardening going on, some farming.
Is this in Kanto?
It's got to be. All the Pokemon are Cantonian, so we got to still be in Kanto. We got a bunch of people walking around. We got Machoke helping out. We got Liko and Roy watching them all. Apparently, this is called Chaba Town. Is that correct in Japanese? It'll probably be renamed, but I think it's Chaba Town. They got some good matcha here. They're growing tea. Should be pretty good.
Matcha.
Is it supposed to be? Is this supposed to be outside of Kyoto and Uji?
Well, Kyoto would be Johto. Apparently, Liko. Apparently, I've never been on television before. Liko and Roy are here to meet somebody. I wonder who. Oh, Litten Superfan. Of course. Yes. Do you recall, Geese Peep, that name bears a striking resemblance to Liko's username on YouTube and Twitch and whatever service they use in Pokemon?
Yeah.
I like how she's like me, where she says her username, but then she says, you can call me by the shortened form of it, just like me, guys.
What do you say?
Geese Peep.
Geese. Okay, so your full name is Geese Peep?
Yes.
Yep. Liko's full username is Sprigatito Superfan, very similar to Litten Superfan. Oh my god, here she is! Look! It's the girl we came to meet, Litten Superfan, and she's in a full Nidothing jacket, Geese Peep. Look how sick she is. She's completely decked out. She's covered in Littens.
I love Litten.
It's kind of interesting because Liko must have a significant presence in that community.
Oh my god, she's like, I mean...
Do they know she's IRL friends with Nidothing?
Yeah, that comes up later. But with Dot. Everybody calm down.
Yeah. I'm questioning the community's knowledge of Liko's role.
She's big. She's big. She's literally, don't you remember she's been in live streams like fighting against Ino, Liko, and Nidothing? Yeah,
I just didn't know if she had been able to
I don't know if she's a mod or just a VIP in the Twitch chat.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we get a theme song. We're back from the theme song, and we see that.
You think Liko's paying Dot monthly?
Maybe. We see that Litten is Litten, the little guy. We see that Litten Superfan is just I wish they would give the poor girl a real name, so I didn't have to say Litten Superfan. She's completely decked out, full Nidothing gear. Littens are adorable, Geese Peep. We get our favorite point of the episode. Taylor, Geese Peep, please tell us what happens when Litten fan sees Captain Pikachu, please.
Oh my god, he's so cute. And
better be careful
time.
with that.
Tangentially related to that, Taylor, I believe you complained when Ult was introduced how he adds the word mega to everything.
It just wasn't I don't like those character traits.
Unfortunately, Taylor, I've done some research on the subject. You better get used to it because that is such a thing in Japanese.
Oh, I know.
I even heard the word. I've forgotten the word. It's like Ba something, not Bada or Baja. It's like Baja Blast or something.
Oh, sick.
It's just a character trait, and it's real too. It's not just an anime. Real human beings do this too. They'll just add a little thing. It's completely normal in Japanese, and we just have to get over it.
No, I wasn't fatigued based on just alt, although I would be completely acceptable if there was a character who yelled out Baja Blast in the end of words. I've just seen this so many times, and I know it's like a real human thing. It's just very jarring when you see it in one character in a show.
Yeah, you're going to keep seeing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I've just seen it time and time again.
Geese Peep, very cute scene here of Pogogo-chan greeting the Littens.
Very cute.
Liko has big Geese Peep energy here as she's complimenting all of Litten fans' little merchandise. Here's the thing about Geese Peep. She's normally pretty socially nervous or whatever. She doesn't just walk up. She's always telling me to walk up to the person and ask questions and buy things. But if Geese Peep sees an adorable little accessory on someone, she's not going to be afraid to run up and ask, where did you get that? And that's what Liko does right then and says, oh my god, look at all these little Nido things. Oh my god, they're so cool. They're handmade.
That's what happened the last day we were in Japan. I saw a girl with a really cute otter keychain, and I was like, excuse me, where did you get this? And she said she got it in Korea, but I did some Googling and we ended up getting it.
Roy has no time for compliments on little accessories. He immediately says, Litten fan, where's shiny Rayquaza? I want the shiny Rayquaza. Where the shiny Rayquaza at?
Bring me Rayquaza.
Now, this is just me. This is what I'm thinking before I even finish the episode. Litten fans' reaction to Roy asking about shiny Rayquaza, I'm starting to think, maybe there is no shiny Rayquaza. Maybe Litten fan, just a big fat liar.
No, I never no. You gotta believe Litten fan. Litten fan 93.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Then we get a scene, Geese Peep, where Litten fan says, Yeah. Shiny Rayquaza. Yeah, we'll totally go see that. Hey, where's Nidothing? The whole reason I'm here to meet Nidothing. And then what happens, Geese Beep?
Liko and Roy are like, we're here on her behalf. And then she completely changes her attitude and is like, who are you guys anyway? I'm only going to tell where Rayquaza is to Nidothing. And then it is revealed that Dot was indeed on call this entire time. And so she, as Nidothing, talks to Litten fan and is like, hey guys, hey chat, what's up gamers? These are my associates. Please be cool.
Yes, because here's the thing, guys. Litten fan, she threatened and just started to walk away. She said, I'm not even going to entertain this. So
it was such a weird turn and such a weird reaction from going from super duper starstruck to immediately combative. And I thought there would be some gradient there, or maybe she would try to like pivot that into working with them more closely.
I think it does the immediate change to kind of highlight her instability.
Because then she switches right back. Once Nidothing is on FaceTime, Litten fan just bows down to her in front of the phone, in front of the Rotom phone. Roy is a little confused about this whole situation, so Liko tries to explain to him, yeah, when you're a big fan of somebody on the internet, I know exactly what she's going through. And she says, even though Roy, I'm going to keep it real with you. Even though I'm IRL friends with Dot, I still get nervous around Nidothing. So, yeah, I get it. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the vibes on this episode so far, I'm a fan. I'm having fun. Finally, a fun, silly, goofy episode. We got laughs. We got goofing around. So far, I'm liking this.
It's interesting that you say that, because at this point, I'm thinking, oh, this is a nice, like, little... I like that they're doing stuff that's still kind of related to the plot and furthering that in a side questy kind of way. Like, we're moving through the greater arc of whatever the story is going to be this season, but we're kind of meandering a bit.
Listen, it is a filler episode, but we got the S tier filler team on it. So finally, now that we've convinced Litten fan that Nidothing is real, she's here, Litten fan says, oh, yeah. I'll take you to Shiny Rayquaza right now. And so we cut to them just walking in a random direction. Did you guys see how funny they animated Roy doing his little howdy doody walk with his mouth open?
It was very silly. They have a couple of animations that are great. Pikachu dancing later.
Oh my God, spoilers. We see some Dodrio over here, some Fearow in the sky, and yes, Geese Peep, I right. They're probably still in Kanto with all these Pokemon. Crocolore, he's having such a great time. The weather's so nice, he wants to start singing the Hungies Hoedown. TBH, Geese Peep.
He loves singing.
Now, Geese Peep, how about you tell me about this next scene where Litten fan decides I'm going to be real parasocial and start asking Liko about, hey, so how do I get to be friends with...
I remember you used to chat a lot more, and when you were gone, Nidothing really liked all of my comments, and I really filled a void, and Liko is nice, so she's like, oh, isn't it nice when you get your comments viewed and everything? And Lin fan is annoyed that Liko is not jealous and is not being competitive like she is. Meowscarada is picking up on the weird vibes and the weird kind of like, she first tries to get close to Liko because Liko is close to Nidothing, and then the Littens are like climbing all over Liko's legs. So Meowscarada yeets the Littens, and I would say a very humorous way.
So I write with my handwriting, ha ha ha, in the notes because yes, Meowscarada cracks me up. I wasn't reading that as she was getting vibes of parasocial. I was just reading that as Meowscarada's jealous that all these baby kittens are crawling all over Liko just like she used to. So she just yeets them off.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too.
But much more importantly than all of this, we're getting the best jazz 90s video game Japanese team together. I love the song they play in this scene so much. It just makes me want to play like Snatcher It just like 90s sci-fi PC engine goofball. It's so good. God, I love it. And yeah, then we get the scene Geese people talking about Litten fan bragging about her comments being read out loud.
It felt very meta. And
yeah, it's too real. Too real.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, it feels too real.
There's a part later in the episode when they start talking about harassment campaigns. I'm like, holy moly.
Yeah.
This is something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Litten fan reminds me of specific people I know. They've had conversations that mirror very closely what she's saying to me. So.
Oh, what? Really?
Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We're in the middle of the field right now, Litten fan. I don't see hide nor tail of shiny Rayquaza. So what are we gonna do? What are we doing?
To be fair, there's not a lot of landmarks around here. Uwu.
I feel like there would be way more urgency
to see shiny Rayquaza.
Mm-hmm. And I think that everybody kind of knows that it's not happening, because instead of saying, "Hey, I know you want to meet her. You saw this thing. Let's go to the airship." Which they don't have access
airship.
to.
It broke? Oh, yeah, it was destroyed.
Did it break? Oh, yeah.
It did break. So, Litten fan is like, why are you guys so worried about Rayquaza? What's his deal anyway? What's so special about him? And then Roy's like, deadpan, I want to catch him. And he's going on about, ever since I joined the Rising Bull Tacklers, blah, 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 blah. And then Nidothing. And then Litten fan is like, what did you say? The Rising Voltacklers? The baddies?
Did you see the Littens walk away in disgust from Pagogo-chan?
As soon as I saw this, because in addition to thinking like it was a very fun little side plot, I was also really worried about what the rest of the episode was going to look like at this point, because I'm thinking we're like 5 minutes into this episode and we've already reached a point where none of the characters are willing to explain a misunderstanding. They're already deciding to go into a battle to clear this up, and there's no way this girl's telling the truth about Rayquaza. So this is just a doomed 20-minute battle in my mind.
Litten fan says, I've got nothing to say to the bad guys. And now we do get to this episode being very, very real, because she says, look, I can't be associating with the Rising Bull Tacklers because that could get back to Nidothing, and then Nidothing could be the victim of a harassment campaign because I'm associating. Geese Peep, it's so real. I've seen this with my own two eyes in communities, because somebody knows somebody else and those people are in trouble. So now there's a harassment campaign against an associate.
Oh gosh, I'll be honest with you, online community is not worth joining.
I'm so upset because I should have said for this synopsis for this week, Nidothing canceled.
Little does Litten fan know, Nidothing also part of the Rising Bull Tacklers. So sorry.
Yeah, but it's good. It's better form that they're not, divulging that information. Worse form that they don't just explain anything.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. But no, Taylor's right. Instead, it's time for a battle. Meowscarada versus Incineroar. At least the game music is very good. I bet you were excited, Taylor, because you saw when Incineroar would use down B.
Yeah, I kept thinking about that. Yeah. I also think it's cool that these two have a very similar evolutionary journey, because they start out as just their base element, have a second stage evolution that no one cares for, and in their final evolution add Dark as a type.
I like Florigata.
I like playing Incineroar and Smash.
Exactly, Geese. That's the correct choice.
Taylor loves Incineroar.
Oh, Incineroar's so sick.
He's his boy.
It's so sick.
Man, Geese Peep, Liko sure does love difficult type matchups, doesn't she?
Yeah, this girl loves playing against the fire type.
But this keeps going back to what I'm saying. In the anime, it doesn't really seem like type advantage is as wild as it is in the games.
And every time you say that, I say, Taylor, what are you talking about? She takes a flamethrower to the face and she almost gets knocked out over it.
Yeah, but she's fine to do the rest of the fight afterwards.
Dude, barely. All right, Captain Pikachu's gonna referee. Let's open up with a flower trick. Now a Darkest Lariat. Dodge it. Double kick. Did you see how terrified Crocalor was of Incineroar? That boy is
I was so confused.
Scared.
Weird, because he's dealt with that. Oh, I guess he hasn't dealt with that typing before.
Well, it may be when Crocolore evolves into Skeledirge, I believe he gains the ghost type. Ghosts are very weak to dark type, so that may have something.
Double correct. That would be cool. But then I just keep thinking of Galarian Moltres. And Fuecoco was like, oh yeah,
he's got it.
Let's do it.
Just a big scary cat. I don't know.
Maybe as he's gotten older and perspective, he understands how fragile life really is.
Yeah, that's probably it. Pagogo's cheering Liko on, though, so she'll probably win. Acrobatics, bulk up. And I wrote Taylor, just like Smash, down B. Sweep the leg, Meowscarada. Darkest Lariat. Meowscarada tries to grab Incineroar's legs with her little vine, but then Litten fan says, no, use the Darkest Lariat to pull her in. And use a full blast flamethrower. Oh my God. Is Meowscarada knocked out? Geese people will never know because we're at a commercial break now.
She has been incinerated.
We're back from the commercial break, and Incineroar's just shinging his claws, and Meowscarada's barely hanging on. Geese Peep, Liko needs to put her brain to max Jimmy Neutron levels and figure out a plan using the magical power of anticipation, anticipating an attack.
She's working that noggin. She's doing the math.
Darkest Lariat, Acrobatics, Double Kick, Magical Leaf, Kick, Flower Trick, Darkest Lariat, Flamethrower. Oh my God, Geese Peep. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me that Meowscarada is so clever that she sneakily left a little Flower Trick bomb on Incineroar's belt right where his flamethrower comes out?
We love a girl boss.
It's a very sick move. Oh, that happens in a ton of stuff.
Yeah. So Litten fan says, Incineroar, use flamethrower. Oh my God, wait, there's a bomb on your boom! Man, oh my God, Incineroar just blows right up. Great face keys.
It's wild because that move shouldn't do much.
You're saying Flower Trick shouldn't do much?
Yeah.
Well, it's anime logic, so it's literally right on him. Giant full
anime
explosion.
logic, meaning type advantage doesn't do as much as in the games?
The world is black and white, Taylor, yes. 0 degrees of gray.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I was. That's what I was arguing.
So, and he's not expecting it at all. As we and you and all of us know, Incineroar is a boy who loves to take a hit when he's prepared for it. He was not prepared for this. He gets hit pretty hard. But oh my God, the battle's not over yet. He's still alive. The Littens are still cheering him on, Geese Peep. Geese Peep, Taylor, you can tell at this scene that they clearly did not have 24 minutes of material because we get a zoom in shot of every single character on the field at least for 5 seconds.
This is so funny, incredibly funny, especially when they showed Crocolore. Oh my God. I don't think they played it for laughs, but
this is exactly what I was worried about in the episode when just nothing was happening. They were trying to max out their minute count on the confusion, and then they just go straight into a battle. And
well, anyway, this is interrupted by some screaming from the forest. Geese Peep, who is sprinting towards us?
Alt.
And Sableye, what are you doing here, Alt? And Holt says, I'm here to catch shiny Rayquaza, obviously.
Roy's like, you're still following me? And Olt's like, never mind if I was following you. We've got bigger issues.
Whoa! Oh my God, Geese Peep, there's hundreds of thousands of Dodrios now, and they're a stampede, and they're running, looks like, through our heroes and Litten fan, and now they're surrounding them. Oh my God, there's a bunch of Fearow above them too. Feeling very bad for Ult that Roy and Liko continue to abandon the poor boy.
Litten fan is like, oh yeah, this is Dodrio territory.
Yep, and also I believe you walked past a Fearow nest, which I'm going to be honest, guys, that is the plot of far too many episodes of Pokemon. Oh my God, we stumbled into the territory of this Pokemon, and now they're chasing us.
It's
come up with a new plot.
They finished the episode and they just put it all together, spliced it, edited it, and they said, "Oh God, we're not even at the commercial break yet."
No, we already passed the commercial break. That was
no. I'm saying like after they did the whole length, so they just elongated everything.
I got you. At this point, Alt says, "Well, honestly, it's your guys' fault for abandoning me." And I think to myself, maybe the boy's right. Maybe they shouldn't have abandoned him. Then he wouldn't have accidentally tramped into Dodrio territory.
Yeah,
and we wouldn't be in this situation.
Classic trampsing.
Yep. Roy then just yells at all of the Pokemon, and Litten Fan and Ult both get ready to fight them all, but Liko stops everything, says, "Guys, cool it. First of all, can we relax? These Pokemon didn't do anything wrong. Let's just talk this through, calm them down. We don't have to knock out every Pokemon we encounter."
Now, this is where I thought Hatterene was going to come out.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
The way they went about this was a very interesting choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of using Hatterene to calm everybody down, Kilowattrel is going to come out, my boy. Shiny Lucario, come out, my boy. And also Hatterene, she's here too. Don't worry. Also, Pagogo-chan, why don't you just turn Terestal form? You know, the thing you normally reserve for fighting mythicals and legendaries. Go Terestal form. Thank you. Perfect. Great. For a couple Dodrio. Great. Captain Pikachu, keep it up. Pagogo-chan, protect. Lucario, flash cannon the ground. Cap, use double team. Flower trick, Meowscarada. Kilowattrel, use uproar. Crocolore, why don't you start singing? Why don't we have a Hungies hoedown, Geese Peep? And what happens next?
Okay, well, this is a very odd strategy, but at least it gives us Captain Pikachu doing a little jig on top of a Dodrio.
Everybody always singing this song. Crocolores are singing. We're all having fun. Everybody's dancing all the way. And then the Dodrio just run away. And they're happy now, guys. Listen to those flower tricks going off. You kidding me? Hear that, guys? Taylor loves that song. Look at his face. He's never been more thrilled.
It's super sick. It's a great song. I wish that keychain played the whole thing.
Yeah, it'd be so sick. All right. Well, now that the problem's solved, I guess it's time to continue the battle. Right, Geese Peep?
No, we don't need to battle because I watched you in your game and y'all are too good to be bad guys.
I just don't get it.
She realizes anybody who has the kindness of Liko to not knock out 100 Dodrio clearly is not a bad guy. Clearly, she's been misled. Clearly exceeds a bunch of liars. I may be one of the biggest Nidothing fans in the world, but now I'm going to become a Rising Volt Tackler stan, and I'm going to spread the good word of Rising Volt Tackler, honestly, guys. So, shouts out.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a very good point.
And then Ult says, "Yeah, that's great and all, but where's Shiny Rayquaza?"
I was pretty excited about that too.
Guys, as we feared, here's the thing about Litten Fan, Geese Peep, there was never any Shiny Rayquaza. This was all a ruse. It was a lie because she wanted to meet Nidothing. And also, as mentioned earlier, she felt bad that the chat was dead and wanted to, make the stream interesting, Geese Peep. It was a reflex. I couldn't help it. Are you kidding me?
So, I was a little confused about what the show was trying to establish as the message for this because
it's if you have the power of a god, as clearly Meowscarada and Liko do, and you use it with restraint and responsibility, i.e. not wiping out an entire flock of Dodrio, you're probably a good person.
No, I was talking about what what Nidothing said to Litten Fan.
Yeah, that comes up a little later. I felt the exact same thing, which is I'm not clear on the moral. But before that happens, Ult is furious. He came all the way down here for nothing. He stomps away. Litten Fan does the deep, giant bow to Nidothing, just on the ground apologizing. And honestly, Geese Peep, she just wanted to meet Nidothing, just like how Sprigatito's superfan got to meet Nidothing, aka Liko. And Geese Peep, she was just a little bit jealous.
But
No.
Nidothing, guys, listen, Nidothing is trying to calm down Litten fan says it's no big deal. And look, me, Nidothing, look, guys, can we call? Yes. Am I friends with Liko in IRL? Yes. Do I treat her differently as Nidothing? No, I love all my fans equally. So
exactly. You came in here, slandered us, judged us based on something you saw from someone you don't know, challenged us to a duel, lied.
And I write in my notes, I'm not really
Yeah.
good. My favorite part about this Geese Peep is how she ends the call, which is just like, yeah, well, everybody, please support me. Please use your free Twitch Prime sub. Never been a better time to be gifting subs this September, but yeah. And then, Geese, you had more to say on this, please?
Yeah, I just don't know what the show is trying to say about that, because no, don't encourage this. I thought there was going to be some kind of like actual lesson about parasocial relationships, but nope, no.
I love all my fans the same.
Yep.
Well, for somehow, some way, this reassures Litten fan, and she's so happy, and she says, "Oh, Liko, I'm so sorry. Here's the real sad, shameful truth. I only named myself Mega Litten fan, biggest Litten fan, because your name was Sprigatito Mega fan, and I'll change my name. I swear." And Liko says, "No, it's okay. You love Litten. Clearly, look at these Littens all over you. We're going to stay friends, okay, as Nidothing fans. I'm going to be Sprigatito fan.
We're going to be friends after you lied to my actual in real life friend.
And wasted our time.
And everything's going to be good."
Yeah, we're big Nidothing fans, Litten fans, Sprigatito fan, best friends around. And like I mentioned earlier, Geese Peep, she's still going to spread the word, great word about Raising Bull Tacklers. So a friend in need is a wonderful thing indeed.
I think the moral of this story is that Litten fan is probably giving her a lot of money per month in donations.
Could be. Anyway, then we cut to Roy and Liko. They're leaving Chabe Town or whatever it's called. Geese Peep, no sunset? Is this a sick joke?
A whole new series.
Are you joking me? At the end of the episode, they're leaving and it's not even sunset yet? I was appalled.
This isn't your grandfather's Horizons Rayquaza Rising.
I'm just staring.
Tacklers.
I'm staring at a screen that says "to be continued" and it's noon or 2 p.m. I don't know what to say. These people, please. I can't say anything. Please take it away with Nidothing's Mega Evolution of the Week, please. God, I can't.
Today's Mega Evolution is Sableye, the darkness Pokemon, they call him. The gem it holds when it Mega Evolves is from its chest that grows huge, and it's able to reflect any kind of attack. As the gem takes attacks, it grows smaller and smaller. Now, at this point, I went, oh, because I remember when it was used last episode, I saw it got really small at the end, and I was like, did the animators just get lazy? But now this makes sense.
Lazy animators.
Well, last episode he ate it.
Yes.
Yeah, he always eats it.
Which is so sick.
It is so sick.
I will say one thing about this series. While it doesn't have the narrative strength of my favorite episodes from the other ones, it improves on battle structure. I don't like the battle volume, but the structure of each fight isn't just use this attack, use this attack, use this attack, use this attack. Now it's more, it seems like a more practical, not on rails experience. So it's a lot of, oh, we've got 3 people doing this. Here, use this and we'll do this combo. Here, Crocalor, get on top of Taikaiden. It's Kilowattrel. It's really, they're very sick structurally.
I actually didn't know this trivia about Mega Sableye.
The one thing that this show's really doing for me is I love Mega Sableye now.
So I was not aware that Mega Sableye's gem continued to shrink during battle. And then once it gets small enough, it can swallow it to revert. I was not aware of that.
No, here's my thing. Why didn't they have this as the Mega Evolution thing the last episode?
Well, who's to say? The way they choose when to put where, even back for Frito's seminar, it never made any sense. So
at least last episode was Steelix.
We're just going to deal with it.
They didn't have anything else to go on this episode.
My voice is dying, so we got to wrap this up, unfortunately.
Mega Dodrio.
I really like this episode. A lot of fun, laughs, cute, cool.
The music.
Music was incredible. They actually tried to go somewhere with the parasocial thing. Didn't end up following through on it, so probably going to have to drop it down to like a 9.0.
Good faces.
Great faces. 9.2. The whole time I was watching this, I was having a good time. I love the return of silly, goofy fun. We're going 9.3. It's good. At 9.4, Geese Pete, please take it away. I love this
I
episode.
love the silly and the goofy. I'm so glad. And there's just like a lot of moments in this episode where I was laughing. The Littens got yeeted. The close up zoom in on everyone's face. I really like Ult. I really like the antics that he brings. I'm gonna give this like an 8.3 just because I think it fell flat on any kind of lesson it was trying to say about parasocial relationships.
I'm actually going to drop mine to 9.3 because it didn't end on a sunset, but I had a wonderful time with this.
You dropped it from a 9.3 to a 9.3? That's
9.4.
bold.
It had gone up to a 9.4 at some point.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I liked it quite a bit. Did not like the ending at all. Did not like the beginning, starting on yet another misunderstanding that nobody wants to clear up. I liked a lot about it. The battle was just too long. It just took such a long time. And I was looking at the episode thinking, man, really nothing has happened. I would have preferred that they at least took a little more time exploring how Nidothing's community beyond beyond Liko views her.
Taylor, real quick, you saying the battle took too long? I don't think I've ever in my life wrote this many attacks in a row without something else happening. I don't recall ever saying Darkest Lariat, Acrobatics, Double Kick, Magical Leaf, Kick, Flower Trick, Darkest Lariat, Flamethrower. I've never said that many moves without something else in the episode happening. It was that many moves all in a row. So I'll back you up on the battle being a little long.
Whenever I hear Darkest Lariat, I just think that's a racehorse.
It's a sick attack name, Geese. And I think it's probably no, it might be Neutral B. It might be the one where he spins in place.
Oh, okay, you play as Incineroar all the time.
Admittedly, I don't really use Neutral B very much.
Here's my real question is, what is the second word? Solariat. Is it Solariat? What is the word?
Lariat. Like a physical move. Lariat.
It's a wrestling thing. Darkest Lariat.
Lariat.
Darkest Lariat. I heard he's going to win the Kentucky Derby this year.
Did you just make up a fake Russian name? Largay?
No, Darkest Larry. He won the Preakness.
Preakness?
What? Preakness?
Miriam?
Are you good?
What is the name?
I know about the horse races.
Merriam-Webster defines a lariat as a long, noosed rope primarily used to catch livestock, often horses or cattle.
And cats. Yeah, so I'm gonna say this episode was fine. So many missed opportunities as per usual. I really, really wish that they had done more to explore the Nidothing audience and how it's changed over time. And this felt like just the perfect, very obvious way to do it. But instead, they used it as a way to have additional reinforcement of the rising Voltagler's reputation.
Real quick, to continue answering the question for Geese Peep. Lariat, second definition, parentheses, wrestling. An attack where the wrestler runs toward an opponent, wraps his arm around their upper chest and neck, and then forces them to the ground. So there you go.
That's not a clothespin?
Sure. It could be also
Darkest Lariat in Pokemon.
Yeah. It's very funny hearing Merriam-Webster using like Pokemon nomenclature, like saying an attack. Where it's not like a maneuver.
You learn from
or something. It's an attack.
Technical machine.
A super effective attack.
Taylor, what was your score for this week?
I'm gonna. It's tricky because I do really like Ult. I was thinking about that for a lot of the episode because while I don't like him saying mega all the time, he didn't really do it too much that I noticed in this episode. I love his dynamic with Roy. I like how it changes Roy as a character, and they managed to give Roy a protege that is nothing like any other character.
Ult accomplishes a goal of making them have some amount of character growth in terms of aging, because Ult is younger than them, so now Roy can have a big brother type role.
Yeah, it's very his His character inclusion is really elevating the show for me. I think that him behaving in the way that he does that's very unique is also really cool, because they easily could have given Roy a smaller version of himself and he would just be teaching him, but instead they gave him somebody completely different.
Yeah, a rude little French boy.
Yeah.
What is your score for the week, Taylor?
My score is God bless the French. Like I always say. I'm gonna say, boy, that battle's a big chunker, huh? Just a 14-minute long battle.
It ended early.
Yeah, but then they just kept going with the Dodrio and Firo, and I'm sitting there thinking, you could have been talking.
No.
I'm going to give it an 8.1 because it is a very good episode, and I do really like the show itself. I just feel like, one, they didn't, as we've all been saying, they didn't stick the landing at all.
Yeah.
Two
most
of the episodes a battle that I didn't care about.
No, it wasn't mostly.
I want to go into the sevens, but I feel like I'll get booed off the stage.
Taylor.
Have some harassment campaign levied against me.
Everyone go cancel Taylor.
Yeah, good luck finding my socials.
Don't say that. Okay. All right. Well, that concludes our discussion about Pokemon this week. Geese Peep, I think it's time for us to head on into the wrap-up.
Gamers, thanks for listening. You can find us at Look Listen Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Please like and comment so more people can find us. Also, thank you to Keith for our artwork. You can find him at twitch.tv/KeithSquared.
Professor Ticklebits for the website and
boilerplate.
Please recommend this podcast to your friends, families, nephews, nieces, grandmas, grandpas, all the little cousins twice removed. And then please send questions to looklistencast@gmail.com and we will answer them for you. Welcome back to us discussing Pokemon. There's so much more Pokemon to discuss. And I like this episode, so hopefully they continue to be good and I continue to like them. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and also check out the vlog and Geese Peep's haul. Please tell them, Geese Peep, all about your haul and how excited you are.
Please watch Taylor unravel. I would say slowly, but honestly quite quickly in the span of 40 minutes.
There was a mild tempo increase, Geese.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we all learned that I may have a shopping addiction. So,
well,
Geese, don't be too hard on yourself. It's always a possibility, though, and you can always examine your actions. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a possibility. There's got to be a way to spend $20,000.
We need to talk about a Very Brady sequel next week as well.
I thought we already talked about that last week.
I didn't.
It's not as good as the movie.
It's amazing.
Taylor's never seen. Anyway, bye everybody. Geese Peep's going to say goodbye 5 times. Taylor's going to say goodbye 1 time or 3 times.
Bye.
Goodbye.
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 Bye.
Bye. I have one more.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company